Map number 2 is going to be Lijang Tower. For the top left, you have Carolina Cosmic. In the top right, you have the London Riptires. And with me again is Julik. Julik, welcome again.
Why, hello, everyone, and thank you for having me tonight. I'm going to go ahead and give you the lineup for London. We're going to keep the same lineup as the first game. Hikari and Red on tank, Baby and Klaus on support, and Dante and Miko on DPS.
They might be debating you. They're probably debating you, sir.
They're probably debating me.
A good dive comic looks like coming out from London. But over on in the blue from Carolina, looks like we're going a little more standard. We're going to Pharah Mercy. Gyro's coming in for Shuck, and we're going to have him up on the Pharah. Ash is going to be Mercy helping him out. Lazarus is going to help push both Anubis and Nocturnal forward, along with Taquito King on Brigitte. So I like seeing the triple support. Going to be focusing on Pharah doing a lot of damage, maybe Ryan swinging more than often than anything else. Taquito kind of backing him up to be that second mini shield. And we're going to see what happens. Right now, they are kind of coming forward. Already, we have Gyro in the air, pushing a lot of damage. They're going to find Dante in the back. That means that London is already down 5 of them versus 6 of Carolina. The boop is not going to get a Gyro. Going to get Klaus as well. 2 kills already from the Pharah Mercy combo. And if they're going to go ahead and say, nope, let them have this first one. Lazarus also going to boop off Miko. London getting picked off immediately by Gyro in the Pharah, going to be MVP for the first 20 seconds of this map, and they're going to have to figure out what they're going to do. Right now, I like the changes I see.
I like the diving side of the tanks, but I see Dante switch right away from a Genji to try to counter the Pharah who is being pocketed. So
and both tanks switching too. They went from the dive. They went to a dive to a Rhine Zarya. I can agree with the Rhine kind of protecting that McCree as best as possible. Dreg going to be up in the air as well. Also very good at handling Pharahs in the air. Is a diva. They're moving forward, and it's just Gyro in the air. Miko healing from far back. I like that, but Gyro could find a way to come around and flank him because Ana has no movement abilities. They are pushing forward onto the point. Anubis does get Klaus down with a swing and a swing. Justice comes out and gets Dante, Miko, and Babin. That's going to be another push back, saying Dread out of Mech, and Hikari Games is going to get taken down by Anubis. And Carolina showing that they can play too, because they were kind of struggling on Hanamura last map, and right now they are dominating London.
Excellent support, excellent swap. I mean, Gyro coming in as getting a 4K with Mirage. The entire push from London side. And like I mentioned before, it isn't Dante to take care of.
It does fall on Dante. It's going to fall on Dante, and right now Dread has switched off the Diva, so it is literally just him. A Shatter, not going to have anybody to back him up. Dread takes out Anubis. Taquito King falls to Dante. It is still a full fight, but it's down. London is down, or Carolina is getting down and getting taken out. Right now it's going to be Nerf this. Gets Miko down, but Nocturnal dies before he gets back in his back. High Noon coming up from Dante, who finishes off Lazarus and Gyro in the air, and that's going to be a first cap after 88% on Carolina's side. London starts ticking up.
Usage by Dante, responding quickly to Gyro's old barrage that just happened in the last point.
I liked when Dante used his Deadeye. He was immediately bubbled by Dread to make sure that no stuns or any kind of CC came out on Carolina's side to stop that from happening. He is going to stay on the Pharah, though. Gear up in the air. He has a Rocket Barrage again. Lucio ult coming down. It is Shatter that gets a lot of people on the ground, but thanks to Lucio, he stays alive. Bobbin's ult is going to be eaten alive. Gyro does take down Bobbin as he's trying to hit people. Dante falls to Anubis. Gyro does get Miko, and Anubis is going to finish off both Klaus and Dread. Gyro in the air going to finish off Hikari, and that's going to be a full team kill on Carolina's side. They got hit out, they got knocked out, and they're coming right back.
That was an excellent push by Carolina, winning over the tank battles.
And right now they were they tried to. That is not what I would call C9. They were not slowing down. They actually did try to get to the point immediately. But that does mean that they weren't able to get into overtime. So that first of 3 maps from Lijang Tower goes to Carolina. Nice plays.
Unfortunately, now, even though this is a control map, I think, in my opinion, if Carolina continues to run the pharmacy, we need to see a response from London, because Gyro, the sub who was swapped in instead of Chunk, it's creating a lot of damage from above, and he needs to be taken care of. So if we don't see any type of response, I don't see this going the other side.
Right now, it looks like they're going to hope that Dread and Bateman is going to be able to hopefully take them out with the Widow and Diva, because they are not going to switch. They are Carolina is going to go with Winston Diva, and they're going to have a still a Fair Mercy. They're going to have the Genji up in the air. Lazarus is going to be doing the Lucio, trying to hold in that capture point. Lucio very good with capture points because of his AoE healing and speed boost ability. London going in the back. Carolina coming up front. Meeting on the point. Anubis doing some tickles. Anubis and Hickory doing a little tickle, back and forth, diving back, doing a lot of jumps. Lazarus is going to be the first one to get first blood on Miko with a boot. Klaus, unfortunately, following to Anubis, and it's just back and forth right now because there are healer down. Hickory falls to Gyro. Nocturnal does get Dread out of mech, and then a Rez is going to come out and get Anubis back in the air. I love to see Mercy back, and that means that they need to keep that in mind. London needs to keep in mind that they have a Rez with Ashe being on the Mercy. Thank goodness. Takedo King does finish off Bobbin.
That is an excellent point. I completely forgot the Mercy wasn't played here, and that
we just haven't seen her in almost the last several games. So actually, I mean, we've been saying Pharah Mercy the whole time, but we've usually seen is a Pharah with a Zen Orb on it, and now it's actually Pharah Mercy. And Garo already has his ult. Takedo King's going to have his ult. That's both DPS ults online for Carolina. No ults up online for London yet. Miko trying to get Justice coming out. I want to point out that Gyro stayed low to get that ultimate to kill Klaus. Miko uses his blade to finish off Dante and Miko. Nocturnal is going to take out Dread's mech and going to be finished up by Lazarus. When he's out of mech, Hikari is going to win. Is going to fall to Anubis. I want to point out that when Gyro used his ult, he dropped behind the wall so he couldn't get sniped.
Excellent play by Gyro, even though he just got sniped. But this was a crucial battle for Carolina because they only
killed and rezzed.
Two ults, defensive DPS ults, and they still have 4 online.
Baben did get that kill and then immediately went ahead and went onto a Tracer. Klaus is going to get a boop onto Hickory Games. And they're fighting around the corner. Valkyrie does comes out. Lazarus still has his ult as well. Carolina does have a defensive support ult. There is a Diva ult as well. No DPS ults left on Carolina's side, and there is a Diva ult as well over on Dread. But right now, Takedo King's finishing off Klaus and Baben. And it's going to be another pushback for... London's going to have to regroup one more time. Miko trying to get a lot of good shots in. Unfortunately, they're going to get one more push. They have about 10 seconds. Each percentage is about a second. So they need to get on. Walls hacks come out on the side of London. They know exactly where everyone is. Nocturnal does finish off Hickory before he actually gets all the way to the point. A Zenyatta ult comes out to try and help people on the point. Nerf this comes out to try and zone him out. It's just going to get him on the other side of the wall. Another Nerf this, and a Eugene no Kaioken is going to finish off Lazarus and Gyro in the air. Dread's ult does get some people. Takedo King does come back with the blade to kill Klaus. Blaven does get Ashe. That is a Hughes down. Takedo does get Dante. London needs to win this, or otherwise it's Carolina's map on Lijang Tower. And right now, keep somebody on the point, please, London. Miko was able to get double killed. Nocturnal's going to jump off and say, okay, we got 99%. We only need one win, or one more team fight to win this map. But finally, we get London to move forward and get that solid push.
And I've been there before when we just need one more percentage.
Just one
and
more.
The other team takes over, and then we never get that percentage. So let's see how London holds this 99 percentage against them, this full hold for them.
Now Takedo and Gyro moving forward before their tanks, even though they're kind of flanking characters in general. To get Justice comes out, gets Klaus from the area. Nocturnal unfortunately not able to get the defense matrix before he was able to get through the window. Takedo King finish off Miko, Gyro finishing off Bean. Dante falls to Takedo as well, and Dread's mech gets hit out of by a dash of Takedo. Lazarus kills it off Dread, and right now it is just an angry monkey on London. And he's going to be swatting around. He's going to say, I'm angry. Klaus falling off the map. And then Hickory does finally get finished up by Nocturnal. There's going to be a blade coming out from Takedo, trying to get some kills in there. The res does not happen. Gyro does get Dante Weasel before anything happens. Miko does finish off Ashe. And there's a lot of damage. Gyro doing a lot of fun back and forth with Dread. It is a lot of direct hits, but he does eventually fall. And right now it's going back and forth. People are rushing back. It is a Zerg fest. Anubis does get Dread out of mech and then finishes him off and wins the small version. Small version of Dread. Anubis does lose to Hickory when it comes to the monkey games. Hickory also finished off Takedo King. And right now it could be anyone's game. Ashe is going to get a res on Takedo King. Oh, and another res. Both reses are up. Dante Weasel getting Babin up. Miko finishing off Ashe as that res is just finishing on Takedo. Oh, and right now it is trying to stall as Lazarus moving forward, and it's still London's map. Oh, good defense. It was back and forth so many times. High Noon coming out, just trying to zone him, and he takes it. I agree with the High Noon just to get Gyro out of the map. The res is not up yet. It just was used. They need to get somebody on the point. There's somebody on the point. Overtime does start. Ults just start coming out left and right. Boom Bobs comes out. They both nerf this coming out. That Taquito does get Dante and Dread does get Ash. Both Mercies are down for both teams. Overtime, whoever wins this one will get this map. Nocturnal finishes off Miko. Eugene coming out from Taquito. Not finding anybody yet. Dread just get Nocturnal out of the map. Taquito finally getting Klaus with his blade just as it ends, and then Babin able to compensate onto that and kill him while his blade is getting put up. Nocturnal does finish off Bobbin. Anubis does get Dread out of mech, and right now it's back and forth. Both monkeys jumping back and forth, tickling people to death.
She's back. Mercy's back.
Mercies are back. Both reses will be up and running. Right now, Hickory does get Lazarus. Nocturnal does finish off Hickory. Miko punches Ash in the face. Dante able to get that res on Hickory. That is a big body back on the thing for London right now. Nocturnal does get Dante. Again, Mercy's down. Both monkeys still having fun. Miko punching him off the point. Finishing off Anubis with the punch into the wall. Nocturnal does get Miko, however. Dread flying in as the default. Somebody win. Hickory getting a Gyro. And Bobbin getting Nocturnal out of the mech. Hickory finishing him off. Bobbin falls to Taquito King. Lazarus falls to Hickory. This monkey is killing as many people as he can tickle. Trying to push Carolina off, and it's just Ash and Taquito King. Ash on the Moira with good stalling ability. Trying to keep everyone alive. Killing as much as he can. He finally falls to Miko. Dante finally using the Valkyrie. He does get out of the range of the blade. Miko's using the fist from above to kill Anubis. Say, nerf this. Finishes off Taquito King. Miko getting Gyro. Right now, London is in the lead. A Lucio ult on all 6 team members. It's still a stall fest. We got Lazarus in the air on the point as a Lucio trying to stall. Nobody's getting him. Giving it time for his teammate to get back. It's not going to be enough. Ash was on the point, but in this mist form of a Moira. What a crazy back and forth, and they tied it up on Lijang Tower. Wow.
Oh my word. I cannot. My notes are all over the place because at that point I just had to watch.
It was lovely to watch both teams realizing the power of the Mercy res and using it properly on tanks as best as possible. Taquito being used one. Oh, let me just
Dante getting presses. Oh my god, it was crazy. Let's quickly talk about the Mercy and Hickory doing a fantastic job of stalling. But now we have game number 3, and I am
on Lijang Tower for more of what just happened, because it looked like Carolina had it in the bag from the first one, and then London came through and with that fantastic back and forth. Carolina gonna go ahead and move straight to the point, kind of hold it out. It's still got 15 seconds before it unlocks. And it looks like London is going to wait for that unlock to actually get closer for any other teams come forward. I like what's going on right now. Again, because if you start fighting before the control point even unlocks, a Zerg Fest could start happening. You want one fight to kind of define who wins. So as it's unlocked, are they just going to let them have this first one?
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go ahead and make a support swap?
That's
right, so they're going to keep the Lucio.
They're going to keep the Lucio. Dante just switches off to a McCree. It seems like they used that first one to kind of chill, see what the composition of Carolina was, and try and compensate for that. So right now they're moving forward through the main.
Heals though for London.
Right now a charge is going to come out. It was going to get Klaus, but gets stunned by Dante and finish off. Dante does finish off Lazarus. Another charge from Hickory, not finding purchase, but does push the other Reinhardt way back. Right now, Carolina's falling. Anubis falls to Klaus. Hickory does get Nocturnal, and it is going to be a cap back to London. It seems like their patience paid off by waiting to see what the Carolina had and then switching accordingly. They did give up 28%, but now they're in control of the point.
I did mention that the heals were going to be a little tight for London, but I guess it doesn't matter when you have more damage.
That's very true, because right now they are running a very beefy comp with very quote-unquote light healers as a Lucio and a Brigitte. Brigitte needs to make sure that she's always within the tank's range to get that AoE healing up. A Coalescence coming out from Carolina, push forward. Charge just get Nocturnal on the ground and pushed out is going to finish off. Bobbin just finished off Nocturnal. Taquito King's tired, just find Dread. Babin finishing off Anubis as well. Both tanks, 2 tanks going down to Bobbin. And it's going to be a pushback saying, Carolina back up, this is our house. Taquito King trying to run away as Junkrat. Maybe should have died sooner, because now he's going to be stalled. Staggered.
That's fine. That's fine for Carolina. They have 4 ults coming online, and they only use 1 last push with Ash.
Now there is going to be 3 on London.
We'll see how that comes up.
3 on London. And again, they do have the 4. They do have the. They won't have the combo for Carolina, but they do have another tire. Tire, a guaranteed kill on anybody that Zarya does not bubble. A grab comes out, comboed with a dead eye that does get Lazarus Nakido. Hickory does finish up Anubis by charging forward into the wall. And that's going to be 3 kills in that grab, enough to push back and finish off Gyero as Dante Weasel pushes the left click button to kill him off.
So now if I'm Carolina, I'm looking to maybe use that tire from Taquito as soon as possible and maybe swap to something more beefy to counter the goats.
Big shatter is going to get Dante, Bab, and Dread, and Hickory down on the ground. Follow-ups is going to be Miko getting taken out by Tire. Anubis is going to take out Hickory from the charge. Nerf This is going to be coming out from London. It's going to get Taquito King from around the corner. And it's right now Carolina has decided to move on to the point and basically backcap because there were people still alive on London. Gyero gonna get Klaus and Dread, and Dante using the way of the ninja, the way of the samurai to kill himself so he can regroup with his team and not give ult charge to Carolina.
Clever attack by Carolina. Now they have the dragon combo online along with Ash's ult. So let's see how that plays out for them.
High Noon will be up towards the end, but again, both support ults. Shatter might be up by in the end as well. But we do have Grab, Dragon Strike on the defensive side of Carolina. It goes the grab that is eaten by Babin. Dragon Strike not going to find purchase anyone. Anubis does do a Shatter, get 2 people online, but Hickory's saying, I'm going to take you with me off here. Nocturnal does get the credit for killing Hickory, but Hickory killed himself by charging Anubis off the map. Another Tire going to be coming out looking for somebody. Gets Klaus. High Noon from the high ground on Dante. Gets Taquito, Gyero, and Lazarus. A big ult coming out from London here from Dante, who also launches forward and finishes off Ash. They need to get him off. Nocturnal gets off. It's going to be moving just a little bit. Anubis has come back onto the point from Carolina, and that's going to be a kill, and it's going to be 6 members of London on here. They're going to start pushing forward to try and keep people off the point. Taquito King gets on the point to get it over overtime, and it's just him. Ash coming forward to try and support, but Dread does take Taquito King down. It's just Ash, and Ash gets taken down by Dante. And what ended up happening from the first game on this map was Carolina showing so much promise, but then London calmly comes forward and does a reverse sweep, winning Lijang Tower.
London. They are able to adapt, and that's what won them this 2 last matches. The first match, we had the Pharah Mercy combo, completely destroying their attacks. They were able to counter that, and next thing you know, they're winning the next 2 maps.
I need to recover just from the second map. Oh.
I
love games like that. It is constant action. It is back and forth. Carolina has nothing to be sad about. That was a great map for them and a great map for London. Just seems that London got pulled out on top on this time.
Yeah, in that second map, it was so hard to kind of point out a player or a particular role that carried the group.
It was a team.
Everyone put in the effort. Everyone picked up their slack, and they were able to pull that off for London. The same thing went for Carolina, but unfortunately, they lost. But ultimately, the healers were on point. The tanks, Hikari was always there on point, fighting, contesting. Dread was doing his best to stay alive and support with Diva and dropping them bombs. I think he dropped like 3.
And there were several bombs dropped on whatever sides. Bombs, beats, rockets, things were dropped.
And the Doomfist swap by London, I think it was also a huge
that
swap.
Helped solidify that capture point on the second one of Lijang. It was so beautiful.
Yeah, but aside from that, I am out of words. Both teams played out of their minds, in my opinion. Great tactics, great game awareness to be able to swap. You know, I mentioned how they might need to go for a Zen instead of a Lucio, and they did, and that also helped for a little bit. So little things like that, awareness actually helped out a lot by London, and Carolina did well. So
absolutely, both teams doing fantastic. I'm looking forward to this third map. I wouldn't mind seeing a reverse sweep, or at least getting us to Game 5 again, because Carolina's got promise.